Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Melty Talks on this beautiful Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. It rained 4 or 5 times today, and my connection speed is going up and down. Oh
Yeah.
my
Great.
God.
I am the great Cornelius. Oh, that's what should have put my name as since it's 90s. Damn it.
Cornholio.
So let me know what we're doing
Anyways,
each
welcome
week.
to Melty Talks. I'm your host, Tanner. We are joined by apparently Mr. Cornholio, Vicious Ostrich,
Oh my
Frank
god.
and Sauce on Twitch. We're also joined by, oh, he left
I'm
out
right here.
camera frame. Okay.
I'm
We're
here.
also joined by Mr. Jack09, which is Mr.
Hello.
Blackjack himself. You know, right?
Sir,
Not a
how many
regular
names have I been
co-host.
through?
If I had to take a shot for each name you've been through, I'd be dead.
Oh, you're
Sir,
gonna
you'd
be
only
dead
have
if you
to
have to go
drink
through every
12
one I do.
shots.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said just wait. It's gonna be a lot more by the time I'm done. I'm
Oh
gonna change
God.
it. Depending what we talk about each week that I'm on, I'm gonna just change my name to that.
Wait, what was that one that you sister Lister the sister? What
Oh,
was that
Mr.
one?
Lister the Sister Fister and Lister Sister the Fister Resister.
I don't know why you kept trying to give me that name when I was playing the thing on Rivals.
Because you were fisting everybody.
I'm sorry they walked
Uh,
into this rocky goodness.
Speaking of that, I'm ready for Ultron. Oh, Hawkeye's getting a new free skin, Tanner.
of course, when I don't have my console or anything,
Oh,
to
I
Get
was
rid
gonna
of
give
it.
say,
my boy
what?
some. I didn't get rid of it. I just pawned it to pay off my ticket.
Well, when I
It's,
get
it's
to work, maybe I
understandable.
can
We're
help you
adulting,
pay
man.
it back to get it.
Wait, hold on. We can't all talk at one time. What'd you say, Frank?
Maybe when I start working, I can try to help or something. But it's a free costume like they did for Mantis. You just do the four things, and then you can get them.
Ooh.
Get out of the background,
They
Chelsea.
they also have they
So
have another thing
My wife just
where
made
they
a
have the
guest
Wolverine.
appearance on the podcast. Yeah.
No,
what'd you say,
another
Will?
thing they do have is Wolverine the patch skin, and they also have a new one coming out with the new patch for Ultron. It's like a Hawkeye blend of Ultron and Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's the free
Well,
one you're
that's
gonna
pretty
get for Hawkeye.
sick.
But Ultron, you get his X-Men outfit, and I'm so excited. And also, everyone listening who watches this, if you're not a healer main, don't jump on the fucking hype train because Ultron's coming out. Eat my ass.
Dude, everyone's gonna hop on the hype train that is healer
It's
because
gonna
of Ultron. Because
piss me
be,
off.
remember, there's more. Remember, they did the same shit when Invisible Girl came in. Because everybody wanted to see that
I
ass
still play
cheeks be
Invisible.
running from behind.
I
I
didn't
still play
start
Invisible
playing
Girl,
until
sir.
like way after her. Well, I've almost got
I
her, Adam, and Raccoon to like Knight, or no, to Centaurium now. I've only been
You
playing
see,
healers.
and
I haven't played anyone else.
they nerfed my boy Jeff to the ground, man. They nerfed my
No,
boy
they
Jeff
didn't.
to
No,
the
they didn't. They
ground.
actually gave him a pretty couple of decent buffs.
Yes, he's also
He now
getting.
has the power up with Storm.
Yep, that is going to be
Yeah,
coming out.
Sharknado. Who doesn't like
Sharknado,
a good shark?
baby.
But yeah,
Oh
so
God,
enough rivals talk. We'll
I
do
didn't
that in
know.
another episode.
Yeah, well, I mean, me and Will, if you guys have noticed, the first season, like the first episode to start the season, only weebs play Marvel Rivals. Uh, Me and Will discuss Marvel Rivals and all that good snaz.
Which when after Ultron comes out, we can have an episode just talking about everything that's like the updates and stuff.
And of course, I'll watch videos because I can't, of course, play it. I will watch videos in order to kind of get the grasp on how Ultron works and
I'm
stuff
going to
like that.
stream
Actually,
So,
Ultron, so
I will be down there sometime soon, and I will have my PlayStation, so I could swing by.
yeah, yeah, I hook it up to my TV or whatever. We play it then.
and I'll have my
But
Yeah.
car finally.
yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, that's listening to our listeners, to our watchers. I have found gold on YouTube. I am a big person on wanting to go back in time because I don't like the way TV is today. Okay. There is no fun commercials anymore. And I will be the one to say there is no fun commercials because remember back in the day, jiggle, 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 back in the
Why did I turn?
day. Yeah. I'm showing your favorite thing here. Back in the day, we
Crack.
used to have fun commercials like, I remember this distinct. Remember when fruit roll-ups, right? Nowadays, you don't get fun fruit roll commercials anymore. Back then, there was tattoos that you could put on your tongue, and they said, "What flavor are we gonna come up next?" Two kids in a fucking science lab jacket with a bunch of pillars behind them, and they're doing science experiments, and it was a fun commercial for kids. It grabbed kids' attention. Nowadays, what grabs kids' attention on commercials? Oh, Fortnite is out now with a new update. Oh, this video game is on sale. Oh, this video game's coming out. Nintendo Switch 2. Eh, it's just I have found
It's gotta be
a
garbage.
gem. Yes, very much garbage. I have found a gem on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are listening and for those that are watching, please do yourself a favor. If you want to feel like you're back in time, you want to feel like you're in the 90s, you want to feel like you're in the 2000s, hell, you want to feel like you're in the 80s to 70s to 60s,
Yeah, because I'm the boy.
look up these channels. And I repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. The Childhood Network. And and if you look at those two, they have a bunch of others that do it too. They have oh, that's why you went off camera. You had to change shirts, you
Sir,
lioness.
it's hot. And
Oh, we're
second,
going
you know I
zero?
only wear sleeveless things.
Honestly, I should too, because my air conditioner doesn't work.
But these channels have, I mean, yeah, these YouTube channels, they literally have old 2000s programmings with the old 2000s commercials. And it is beautiful. I wake up every morning and I watch Saturday morning cartoons. Like they have WB Kids, they have ABC First Saturday Morning, Toon Disney, all those things that we grew up watching that are no longer available anymore.
Sonic X
I
was the
do
So,
miss
best
JetX.
90s.
oh, JetX! I
Yes.
remember
Do
JetX.
you?
That's. You
Okay,
guys
question,
remember?
question. Oh, I apologize. Go
No,
ahead.
you go first. Go ahead. You started first.
Oh no, I was gonna say, what was your favorite JetX show that popped up?
Oh, it was so mine. I have two, and it's different because everyone loved, Sonic or Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. Uh, I like Beetleborgs, and there was another one. Zatch Bell was great, but there was one that
Nobody ever mentions that.
I can't remember the name of.
Zatch Bell is my favorite and will forever be my favorite. For those that don't know, Zatch Bell is about a demon child that can do awesome fucking powers and shit. It's fucking great.
So
I always thought they were puppets.
they weren't demons. They were spirits within the books of spells that people could use.
Well, yeah,
And
going to layman's terms about it, sure, but
um, but what you
Hey,
did
one
was
of them did look like a demon.
if you found this book, you could use them to battle. It's kind of like Pokemon, I guess, but you only get one. And the book technically chooses you kind of like the Death Note. Um,
Or Grimoire.
and yeah, it's like a
that
grimoire.
too.
But once the little spirit dies, like it's done, then the book burns. But also on JetX, the greatest show ever fucking created, Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
See, I can't say the same because I never watched Goosebumps on JetX. I watched it on Cartoon Network. Don't judge me.
Yeah, I watched it on JetX because it was just when I'd visit my great grandma in Missouri. All I watched was JetX. I watched it with my two little cousins. Uh, who remembers Chaotic?
I do not remember
I
Chaotic.
remember,
I
I
do not
remember, but
remember
I
it.
never understood how it worked.
Yeah, I used to play the absolute shit out of that.
Okay, I got a good one. Okay, y'all might think me weird for this one, but you remember that old show called Puka?
Puka?
Yeah,
I think I remember that. Yes,
It's the
that
one
the
where
little
the little
Asian.
girl would run around and try to capture the ninja.
Yeah, and then she got like little like weird drawn beast and stuff. Yeah, that was a good one.
Weird show, but I liked it though. But also, this one is from the late '90s to the early 2000s. Does anyone remember the Mummy animated series?
Dude,
dude,
yes.
It was so good, and I hated how it. I think it only got like what 2 seasons, and then
I
they
think so.
canceled it. But no, I'll give you guys a good one. If anyone loved this show, feel free to let me know what your favorite episode was in the comments down below. Max Steel, baby.
Well, have I heard
See,
that name before?
yes and no.
Nobody remembers Max Steel because, from what I remember, I may be wrong here. I don't know if I'll be right. But Max Steel was just a series to sell toys, and that was it. It didn't really have a storyline. It was just to sell a male action figure with his arch nemesis. I think it was like a lizard man. It was great. My favorite episode, I don't remember the name, but both the lizard man and Max Steel fought on a train. It was great, and you thought that he killed the lizard, but at the very end, the lizard put his hand on top of the fucking train, whatever, and then it just cut to black. It was such a good show. I loved it.
I got one for you.
We
Shaolin
just, I
Which
Showdown.
think this is going to be the, I think this is going to be the episode. We all just talk about shows that we love.
no, but what no, but which channel are we switching to? Because right now we're on Disney. We're on Disney Jetix. Which show are we switching to?
This one,
I mean, if we're going by like, good,
Shaolin Showdown.
Oh shit!
yes, Shaolin Showdown was so peak. It was one of the best fucking like animated shows that we had when we were kids.
I still have the
The
game.
the art style, the just
You have the
the
game?
story.
Yeah, I have the game. It's with my PlayStation 2. And what I love is whenever they start the battle, they would yell Ganyi Tanpai, and then you had this like super badass like lizard demon. Ganyi Tanpai. But or Tanpai. But it had like the Clay, the dude from Texas, was just the most badass character. But then all the characters who knew the kung fu, he's just like, fuck you. Let's do this. I
See, I,
cast
I
these
like the fact
hands.
that I like that they implemented different cultures into everything, all the way from Raymundo to Clay to Omi and Kimiko. The
Yeah.
the main thing that always got me about that show is you always thought that Yumi was gonna be the main character and chosen one, but it ended up being Raymundo of all
Mhm.
people. But
Yeah,
oddly enough, oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. When I was a kid, Yu-Gi-Oh took it, man. For the greatest show to ever be released, Yu-Gi-Oh took it for me.
Beetleborgs.
Nowadays, Beetleborg was good,
Beetleborgs
but
was my
you
shit.
didn't see Yugi really had that drip, dog. I always wanted to dress like Yugi Moto, like the two belts, the fucking the wristbands.
Mhm.
I didn't want his hair. I didn't.
You're a,
I wouldn't want hair that could slice somebody's head off.
you're a second
Uh,
rate duelist with a third rate dick.
you take that back.
I got a meat Kaido.
Nowadays, yeah, I am because I use a magician deck, and there is no support for dark magician what so fucking ever. But there's support for blue eyes. I do not agree with this. I feel like Kaiba is real, and he's taken over the Master Duel community. He's like,
See,
my blue eyes will be fucking powerful in
see,
this game.
but Blue Eyes has always been like, besides Dark Magician, Blue Eyes and Karibo have always kind of been the main focus. Like when we were all younger, think about it. Wait, what?
Haribo? No, it was Dark Magician Blue Eyes that was in the focal point of America for kids during this show.
Think about this. Look at all the series we've had so far. Karibo is kind of a mascot in a weird way too now, because almost a good chunk of the main characters had one.
Which I did find you raise a good point because during the Enter the Shadow Realm uh season of Yu-Gi-Oh, where they get sucked into some type of uh like virtual reality. Everyone had like a deck master. I was very confused on why Yugi chose Karibo instead of Dark Magician, and that it was just insane.
Well, I think Dark Magician is would be more of an incarnation of him compared to Karibo being more of a guardian spirit.
I mean, you raise a fair point. I mean. But
Well, this is
and then
speculation, really.
the only support I've seen so far for Dark Magician and Master Duel, because I use Master Duel, I play it every day, was Dark Dragon Dragoon. And don't look at me like that. Uh, for anyone that wants to know, that's listening through Spotify, Mr. Vicious Ostrich gave me the eyes.
He didn't give you the Prince
Gave
eyes.
me gave me the fuck me eyes.
No, I didn't. I gave you the fuck
You
you
can't
eyes.
have my starfish.
The
Jesus.
booty is mine. You can't have my booty.
Oh God, not again.
You can't come up in here like I'm street booty. You can't have street bootang.
We can't. Okay, but the thing is, we can't mention Shaolin Showdown or anything or Yu-Gi-Oh without mentioning Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh yeah, Jackie Chan Adventures was the shit. I
I
remember.
was part of the generation that thought Jackie Chan actually voiced himself in the show. In reality, he
The
didn't,
guy
and I
who
was
did
very
him
sad when I found out.
was perfect. Like he did a great impression of Jackie. Like
Yes,
It was good. It was good
his voice was a little higher, but
because
it
the
worked
other
for an
day,
animated.
yeah, it worked. The other day, whenever I was watching, Jackie Chan Adventure, I was like, I'm curious. Did Jackie Chan actually voice himself? I look and it wasn't. I was like, but he's in the intro. What the fuck? They couldn't just give him a script, say, hey, we're doing this, whatever. What the
But
fuck?
one thing about people didn't realize about Jackie Chan really could not speak English really very well.
yeah, not at that
No,
time.
no,
It,
it was
it,
too early.
yeah, you notice most of the time, like in a lot of his like late '90s to early 2000s movies, besides like Rush Hour and something like that, a lot of his movies seem like they were dubbed over.
All right, we might go through some audio issues real quick. I am putting my AirPods so they can charge.
Yeah.
I wrote it.
But another
All right.
another good show was of course the original Dragon Ball. That
Yes,
was
always.
that was my shit as a kid, and I actually got to meet the lady who voiced Goku,
Oh,
uh,
nice.
Stephanie Nadolny. Super sweet lady. I got to meet her, and then I got to meet Burger from Dragon Ball Z. They were
Nice.
some of the sweetest people. I'm still friends with Mark.
Now
I'm actually
it told me recording stopped, so just in case it did, welcome to Melty Talks again. But it's
it says
whatever. We can keep
actual
going.
recording in higher quality, so it's still recording, I think.
What's the
Yeah.
time frame on your guys' end?
1735.
Bet. Awesome. Never mind then. But still, welcome to Multi Talks. You chose to be here. We love to have you here. Special shout out to a few podcasts, by the way. The Afterlife Realm, I think that's what they're called. Go check them out if you're a spooky fan. Check out the Millennium Microphone if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. And shout out to Pitch Grid Podcast. He is a sports podcaster, and let me tell you, the dude is very, very smart. So go check him out. He's an awesome guy. But anywho, back to what we were talking about. What's one thing from the '90s to 2000s you wish you can bring back? That's Melty's. That's the segment. Found it right here. I'm smart. Every week it's going to be Melty's question of the week, and that is Melty's question of the week. What is one thing from the 2000s you want to bring back today?
The will to live.
About
What
to
the
say though,
fuck?
bring back the original Hot Topic.
Oh, with the portal door. Yes.
Yes, bring it back.
Bring back
Oh,
actual metal emo Hot Topic. None of this new age bullshit.
You gotta get with the
oh,
times, my friend.
My
Wait, what?
God, no, I'm not getting with the times. Fuck that. No, I hate Hot Topic now. And
No, 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 not
if
you. I'm
you
talking about
agree
what he
with
said. I'm talking about
us,
what he said.
let us know in the comments. If you want Hot Topic to come back to its original glory, let us know.
that or just make a new fucking store.
That too. I mean, Spencer's is still Spencer's. Like Spencer's hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, it's still got a bunch of dicks.
It still has a bunch of phylactics and plastics and silicones.
Yeah.
They're one step away from having sex dolls in their fucking store, which
I'm
I'm
pretty
surprised
sure
they
they
don't.
have them.
Some of them I believe do.
We've
I've
gone
seen
beyond the
I've seen like a blow up doll, But
Yeah,
my
We've gone
same
question,
beyond.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
what? Okay, so for blow up dolls to be precise, why? Why do those things exist?
because
What
some
you get
people,
turned on by a plastic nipple? I'd hate to see
Because
you in the
people are
Barbie
fucking
aisle.
lonely. They don't care.
T, think about this. Some people cannot get a woman or a man. I don't know what your preference is, but that's the thing. It gets the job done. You move on.
Don't get me wrong. Some people are
That's the
weird about
easiest
it.
way to put that. No, that to me, that's the easy example to put that on. I'm like, gets the job done. Move the fuck on. Throw it away.
My
Burn it. Do something
question,
with it.
my question is like, if they do their business with this blow up doll and they forget to clean it and they deflate it, does it come like silly putty? The fuck?
I hate you
Can you
so much.
feel them moving?
Uh,
That just brings up like an insult. Dude's such a virgin, he can't even get a blow up doll pregnant. Like, what the fuck?
But no,
Use
back
that
to the
anyway.
task at hand.
Yeah, okay, we got off topic there.
well, that has something to do with the '90s too.
But no, what I
How
was
does blow up
saying,
dolls have something to do with the 90s?
pogs,
I'm not the person you should ask that question to.
Pogs. Oh, you want to bring back Pogs?
pogs, pogs, or the skip it, the original skip it.
Hmm.
I remember owning a few when I was a kid.
I
Uh,
still have them, but it's just they're not as cool because they used to light up and shit, and they actually rolled on the ground.
yeah, they got banned in my school because we kept playing at recess and stuff, and we were late to get back in. Uh, One thing I wish to bring back, and it's a food. They've recently started bringing back certain things from the 2000s. Like they brought back my favorite flavor of Doritos. They brought back the guacamole flavor, which oh my god, it was so delicious, and it's still
3D,
delicious now.
3D Doritos.
They brought back 3D Doritos.
Yeah,
Did
but
they
they're not back for a while. They were only here for like a short amount of time.
Yeah, because no
bring
one
back
enjoyed them now. Kids are
bring back
so
the
like
volcano taco?
oh dude, the volcano taco. Yeah, I
I
love that
demand
shit.
it. And if not, bring back the sauce. I don't care about the taco. Just bring back the sauce.
Choco tacos
I
and
would
Vault.
Vault. I
Vault was
remember
my
getting
shit.
Vault, and then like 3 months later they took it off the shelves, and I was like, "What the fuck?
Well,
Where
like
did
my
it
Well,
go?"
parents were like, "This has too much caffeine for a kid." No, it calmed me down, bro. Like I
I would
slept
love to
after
see
drinking
somebody
that
say bring
shit.
back the original monster. I'm like, you diabolical demon. Do not.
All right, y'all just reminded me of a second one. I got two. I want the Fruit Loop straws with the milky inside.
Yeah, the cereal straws.
I want
I,
those
I
to
think
make a
Delicious.
comeback.
I think they do have them. Some places still have them actually.
Um, yeah, it's just they're not
Not the same.
super well known still. Yeah, and they don't taste the same. I have a buddy that bought some
They
and he
take
goes, "These just aren't don't hit like when we're kids." I'm like, "Yeah, it's because
that.
we're adults and nothing is allowed to make us happy."
No, it's not that. They just don't taste as sweet and they taste like chalk.
Well, yeah, again,
And
it's
then the
not.
second thing, it's a drink. Bring back Sobe.
No,
I miss my pina colada Sobe, man.
I don't like lizard water. That shit was
And the
gross.
strawberry banana, it was so good.
I never
So
thought they were
Hey,
that
good.
good.
you talk about that drink with the lizard on it?
Yeah,
Yes. It was a gecko, but yeah.
it's a lizard. A gecko's a fucking lizard.
It's a type of lizard.
Yeah,
I'm
but
right.
he
You
wants to be
are
specific.
wrong.
Have you heard of this
I
amphibian?
would say
That's a frog. They're the same fucking thing.
I would say bring back the original Wonder Ball, but people are so stupid they'd probably eat it again.
Wonder, wonder, what's in a
No,
wonder
no,
ball?
that no, you
No,
don't
they brought it
understand.
back.
They no,
They
no, no,
brought
they
it
fucked it
back.
up. No, I don't want chocolate and sweetness together. I don't want sweet and chocolate together. No, that ain't how that work. I want my
You
toy,
talking about
Dude,
bitch.
fucking salty chocolate, you weirdo?
Shut the fuck. No, what I'm talking about. Why in the fuck are you putting fruity candy inside of a chocolate ball? Make it make sense.
because it's the 90s. No one gives a fuck about
No,
calories,
no, no,
Will.
no, 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 no,
Because they're
no.
worried
Hear
about
me out.
diabetes.
No, the original Wonder Ball had toys in them, but because some people wanted to be fat asses, they ate the entire ball and choked on it.
Look, look. Okay, we're not gonna. I did that one fucking time.
See, no, that's what I'm saying. It even advertises it and says there is a toy on the inside of this. Please do not eat the entire thing. It even said it. Why?
I
Never mind.
didn't read the box,
Neither did I, but I
and
still knew not to
I
bite, not
swallowed
to put that whole thing. Never
SpongeBob.
mind.
They said
You
something
thought
that really resonated with me in the commercial at the very bottom of the screen. It said, small choking hazard, you know.
It's my life motto, dog.
no. See, but that's the thing that got me though. Like everyone was trying to pull the old Dragon Ball GT, like Goku and eat a Dragon Ball. I'm like, yeah, let's see that. Let's see how that goes.
The Wonder Ball was great. They brought it back though. They brought it back for a little bit. It's still out today. Like it's still in stores.
Um,
But the thing is, back when we were kids, it was big. It was a big, big ball. Stuff that
No, no,
Frank likes.
you
Big,
ain't say
big
it right, Tanner.
balls.
You gotta say it.
it was a giant spherical nut.
Giant spherical. Headphone warning. It's spherical. But now
You know,
it's
I'll make
just
it.
this big. It's a big. It's a big. About the size of my
Nah,
head. About this big.
I think Kinder might have got him out because Kinder now has the toys and chocolate and Nutella and stuff.
Yeah, I like Kinder eggs. Those are pretty good.
Kinder eggs are like, if I still ate candy, that would be my guilty pleasure. Or the Carmela chocolates. I think that's what they're called.
I wasn't a huge fan of the Carmelo ones. I don't eat a lot of
I
chocolate though
love
anymore.
Toblerone.
Okay,
I
here's a candy I'm pretty sure I haven't seen in a while. Skittles bubblegum.
Yeah, that was the shit.
It
I
was.
used
It was
to
really
I used to
good.
get that to school, and when I take them, my teacher was like, "Did you bring enough for the whole class?" I'm like, "Yes, I have like 7 bags in my backpack, bitch."
Oh, I got a
No,
good
I
one for
just buy
y'all.
enough for me. I'll be selling them at
Y'all,
playgrounds. Two Skittles in one little tiny bag.
But what made me laugh was when she asked that. She's like, "Did you bring enough for the class?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have like 7 bags." She goes, "Are you gonna give any?" I was like, "No."
They're mine.
I was like, "It's
Did
Skittles
you buy them?
bubblegum, lady. I'm not giving you shit. I don't even like you."
I know I got my class good one time because I used to love the fuck out of Big Red, and then I know I would always bring it to class with me. But does anyone remember Bazooka bubblegum? The
Oh
shit
yeah,
that tastes
Oh
like
yeah,
bazooka
chocolate.
dude.
toothpick
That shit.
bubblegum.
No, Tanner, you chew that shit for 10 seconds, the flavor gone. You chewing on chalk.
No, no, that's zebra gum.
That too.
Remember when those had the tattoos on them?
Yes,
Oh,
and they didn't
yes. Now
work
they get.
worth a fuck.
What you talking about? I thought I was always supposed to read them, like, because they said little things on them. I'm like, I don't know what this says.
This is making me feel
And
old.
here's breaking news: they no longer have jokes on Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? Do they
Not the
still
ones I've been
have?
getting from my kid.
Do they
Not
still
the
have
small
random
ones. They have
facts
them
on
on the light
Snapples?
sticks. Some of them, yeah.
Yeah,
That hurt me. Hmm.
don't worry. They still have some in there that'll tell you that you're beautiful. It's all right.
Sir, I'm
You're a
not beautiful. I'm
shining
handsome.
glycerin of. I can only imagine Will getting something that says race on it, and he's just fucking confused as shit. Like he opens up a thing of Snapple. You're a beautiful Caucasian today. Like time
I'd
to
look at it
sue
like, oh,
Snapple.
no, I ain't about to spoof now. I need to know who wrote that, sir, ma'am.
I would get the
Ma'am,
one
who
that
hurt
says, "You're a
you?
beautiful black man," and I would just go, "You damn right I am."
So that would have to be,
Hey,
that had to be really specific on that one.
just ask TikTok, man, because apparently gingers are black now.
I
You're
have
a
ginger in
beautiful
my breed. I have a
Caucasian
lot.
chocolate man. What the what?
I'm.
I'm a
You can call me
beautiful
white chocolate.
chocolate Caucasian man.
Why'd your voice get so high? Do you know
He sounds
a
like the dude from White
Caucasian
Chicks.
dark man who is on Drury Lane? Yes,
Hey
man.
Tanner, we can pull that off. We can make me and you can make White Chicks too. Hey, we can pull it off.
No. Because I feel like it would be the reverse. You would go white and
Yep.
I would go black, and I don't want that hate on my channel. Okay?
No, there
Yeah,
would be no hate
Tanner
on
from
there.
Healthy Talks
If
went
the Waynes
If I
blackface.
was
if the Waynes were allowed to pull it off, this could work.
if I
It's
was
different. It's
ever
not. It's not like it's reverse racism, you dick. There is no racism there when it came to Marlon Wayans
That's what
doing
I'm
that.
saying. There's no racism here.
fraternal
Show me
twins,
black chicks. and I'll believe you. Give me Black Chicks, the movie where two white guys pose as two black bitches.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's Tropic Thunder. He was being an actor. He was a dude playing a dude
Yes,
disguised as another dude. It's
but
different.
here's the funniest part. He was scared to make that movie because of the
And he said,
backlash.
and he so was
It was a
Leonardo
good movie, though.
DiCaprio. No,
Well,
Leonardo DiCaprio was extremely sad about doing it. He did not want to do it.
he didn't want to say the word, but Sam Jackson comes up and goes, "Motherfucker, it's a
You don't
Tuesday.
say the
Who
word.
cares? Do it. Do your job." And but
Be an
no,
actor. Do your
what made me
job.
laugh with
It
Robert
was
Downey Jr. was he goes, "I thought I was gonna get in so much trouble because of that video." He goes, "But every black dude that saw me goes, that was the funniest fucking thing I'd ever seen."
and we don't regret it.
But I feel if
I
anyone
saw a
else did it,
post. You know, if anyone else did, they probably couldn't get away with it. But I saw a
I
post. It's
I
where
don't know.
Thanos rips
I know a
off.
couple actors.
Thanos rips Iron Man's mask off, and it's him as like from Tropic Thunder. It says, "You people disgust me." He goes, "What do you mean, you
what do you
people?" And
mean,
it
you
shows like
people?
a newscast. Thanos held as racist.
Thanos canceled.
Okay,
Thanos
okay.
canceled.
I've got another. Hmm. Wait, what?
No, but speaking of white chicks, I feel if I ever played in that movie, it would just be the weirdest thing. Because you'd have like, oh, two skinny people, and then fucking me, a big Samoan looking dude, just, I'm Sarah.
What a beautiful chocolate
It's
man.
me, Jessica.
Jessica.
I'm here.
I'm
That was a great movie.
here.
Get away from me, coffee creamer.
I love,
That was the
speaking of,
creamer.
he's
Explains
so
why I
white
went down
chocolate.
creaming.
My favorite part in that whole movie was when Terry Crews found out that it was an FBI agent. They weren't mad that it was a man. They were mad that he wasn't white.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
not gonna say what he said because I don't want to get canceled for what word he
Well,
used.
I'm not gonna.
I
I'm
oh, the
saying the
J
think
whole thing,
word.
but it's just hilarious because he's like, "You're not." He goes, "I'm not a woman." White? Do you not know that this is an all white man? I was like, Terry, stop.
how could you deceive me?
I'm saying after the scene and when they were at the club, I already knew for a fact because after they screamed, I'm like, I don't think he hated it as much as he thought he did.
Yeah, but I
Dude,
loved
Terry
whenever
Crews was amazing in that movie.
He
they were in the
was.
car and they played 1,000 miles. He goes, "How'd you know? I love this song."
I love this song. For
And he
those
still
that are
embraces it.
oh, go ahead.
He still embraces it. Like during the lip sync battles, that was his final song. Was he did 1,000 miles,
Yeah.
and he had the
For
whole white chicks singing with
anybody
him.
that's on the Melty Company Facebook page or anyone that follows Melty on Instagram, you'll see that I posted when I was doing renovating work this week. I posted on my Facebook jamming out to manly music. And it was that song. Dude, and I was dancing while painting. I was just and I need you. And my boss was like, "You alright? You good? Everything okay at home? Like, you alright?"
I don't want to hear nobody say shit. We've all listened to NSYNC at one point.
Dude,
Dude,
I
I
still
have
listen to
most of their
NSYNC and
music
No,
on
Backstreet
no.
my
What
Boys.
phone.
I'm saying is people always like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I still have most of it on my phone. I listen to death metal usually, but I'm gonna blare fucking Backstreet Boys and NSYNC on my phone.
See, and that's what gets me.
Everybody.
You know, like long before Deadpool and all these other shows, like My Big Fat Greek Wedding and This Is How It Ends or whatever, a lot of them songs started coming back. A lot of people like to judge on that shit though, which threw me the fuck out. I'm like, what's wrong with that type of music? What's wrong with Weird Al Yankovic? It's like,
Everybody has an opinion, and
But
we can't help for those that have those opinions that have a stick up their ass. We
I
can't.
think
We can't.
what's
and
fun.
that's what's funny. You got to stick up your ass, but yet you still up here being a puppet.
Speaking of death metal, off topic real fast. The best concert I ever went to was Parallax and Oakley Dokley, which is a Ned Flanders metal band.
I heard of
And
Oakley
I
Dokley.
heard
They're
about them.
so fucking good.
we had a little hill, and they wouldn't let us mosh because there's a hill there and there's kids. I was like, all right, bet. So the vocalist of Parallax threw pillows at everyone, and we had a death metal pillow fight out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from, but I got hit by a mattress.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god.
Someone threw
Reminds
a
me of
fucking
the Family
mattress.
Guy episode where they were fighting with mattresses in the living room.
Yeah, no, it just I'm hitting people and it's mattress.
God bless. Easy to go to sleep if it knocks your ass out. Like you
I
got
stood
something to
there.
lay
I got up. I go, who the fuck threw a mattress?
That guy.
on. Oh
But it was like
man,
one of those little
That guy.
futon mattresses kind of thing. So they
Okay,
weren't
you.
like super heavy, but it fucking hit.
dude, that's insane. I remember if we're talking about concert experiences, um, Danny Warsnop of Acting Alexandria at Warped Tour one time peed on me.
Let me pee with
Pee
you.
on you. We were there and they were performing their first
Sure, you said
album,
that
like A
one.
Prophecy,
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good album.
and Danny just yells out, "I gotta fucking pee!" And everyone's like, "Pee, pee!" I'm not paying fucking attention. I'm talking to this girl because I'm into emo girls, which still into emo girls, by the way. Ish, emo, goth. Love
I
it.
love it.
I'm talking to her, I'm sweetening her up, and all of a sudden I just feel something warm go down my neck. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm getting peed on. I'm like, needless to say, I went home with no bitches that night because I reeked of piss. Thank
So I
you,
was gonna
Danny
say,
Warsnop.
I was
Which piss?
You're a pal.
Thanks, Danny.
God
Fuck
bless.
you.
No, he
Uh,
did not fuck me.
but one of my favorites was I went to a concert and there's a dude dressed as a banana in the mosh pit. He just had a banana outfit on, and I was like, now I'm gonna go to my next concerts in just different costumes. So I'm buying a gorilla costume
couldn't be any better than that one
just
guy I
because
saw. He had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle costume on, and he jumped off stage and missed.
I saw one dude dressed as Pikachu. It was a video. I didn't actually get to see it, but this dude was dressed as Pikachu in the mosh pit, and he was going hard. It was hilarious.
I mean, who's fighting Pikachu?
Said when
Be
Pikachu's
honest.
had enough of Ash's bullshit, and it's just because I think it was a Slaughter to Prevail concert, which makes sense because they're fucking ridiculous. But one of
Hold
my
on, guys. I'm
favorites,
putting my phone on charge.
okay, but one of my favorite
All right, we're good.
like 90s bands. I'm trying to remember their fucking name. I don't know if they're around anymore. I gotta look it up real fast because I'll remember as soon as I see the name. It's gonna piss me off.
I would say my favorite '90s band is Puddle of Mud.
Yes
Or were
and
they
no.
2000s? Hold on.
They were early 2000s, I think, but maybe had a couple songs. But
Puddle of Mud. When were
most of
they
the bands
founded? Yeah,
most of the bands we listened to,
1992.
yeah,
Good
a
lord.
lot of the bands we listened to probably weren't big in the 90s. They got big in like 2000s or before, but they were real well known in the 90s for us. Like Nirvana. Nirvana was a 90s metal, well, not metal, grunge band, and I love Nirvana.
Grunge, yeah.
Uh,
Nirvana was
Foo
good.
Foo Fighters,
Foo Fighters was great.
Soundgarden, Queen Shrife, Testament's real good. Of course, Exodus, as you can see by my shirt, which was a fantastic concert. I got to see them with Testament. Such a good fucking show. Uh, Alice in Chains was good in the 90s.
Ooh,
Tool.
Alice in Chains. Oh my god, I used
Uh,
to get high to them all the time.
um, Megadeth was pretty big in the 90s. Marilyn Manson, because there was a rumor that he took out two of his ribs, so he could
So he
suck
could suck
himself.
his own dick.
Um, but no, I was very big into stuff like that, and because I know a lot of them were before like 80s and 70s, and like Megadeth was around in the 80s, and then really just I heard most of their music in the 90s because I mean I was born midway through it. But
Well, here's the segment. Is it racist? Whoa. His
that's
fucking
it. That's just the
face.
segment right there.
If I assumed you didn't know any metal pants because you're black, is that racist?
Who remembers Janko jeans?
Wait, before we get into that, Frank, what did you just ask?
Who remembers Janko jeans?
Me.
They stopped getting made in
I remember him
'94,
very fondly.
but I had a pair because I found some in a thrift
Mm.
shop. CKY. Oh yeah, but
Oh well, guys, we're gonna be losing a host here in a little bit. It's fine. We'll continue with just me and Frank. It'd be all
how
right.
long do these usually go? Just so I can make sure from next week too.
Uh, our podcast, Much Talks, normally goes for about hour 30, 2 hours, depending on
Okay.
how fun we're having in conversation.
I could probably do an hour 30 this week, but next week I'll be able to do longer because I do got to get some food and wake up and clean because I'm
All
still
right, what time are
super
we
fucking
at,
tired.
by the way?
We're at 40 minutes.
40 minutes? All right, we got
Yeah,
enough
because
time.
I couldn't remember if you did an hour or 2 hours, and I wanted to make sure for like also next week so I can make sure like this is my schedule, guys. Do not talk to me within these 2 hours because I'm busy. Uh,
By the way, next week I have a special announcement. I'm not announcing it now, but I will be announcing something next week. It's going to be very big for the Melty
oh yeah,
brand. Let's get to our sponsorship segment of the podcast. Rise is a leading, innovating, smart home blind business. They have reached out to me. I am working with them. I love smart home technology, such as like doorbells or what was the name of that ring?
ring.
I think that's the name of it. Ring
Yeah, ring
doorbell. Why am I
doorbells.
looking at your stomach?
Because I'm busy. I'm moving shit. Okay, fuck off.
But I'm a big fan
Good
of
thing you
smart
ain't
home
fucking.
technology, guys. Oh, we lost Will. Bye,
Oh
Will. Have a
right,
good day.
dude. Look how shiny my head
Um,
is.
it's very shiny. And Rise has reached out to me, gave me my promo code. I will put that in the link for this podcast. Go there, use promo code Tanner Roselle to get 10% off your first order and rise with the occasion, I guess, is what I would say for that. Subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Melty Talks. We're doing giveaways for a Harpy Lady 3. We're also doing giveaways for hot sauces, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Everything from the Patreon goes towards a charity of our choosing. Right now, we're looking to work with some autism groups and organizations. We're already trying to work with Cats of Chase, which is an adoption company. Look out for that. As well as go to your local GameStop. We're not sponsored by them, but they do help me out for the podcast and my stream. So go to your local GameStop and show them some love.
Yeah, because you don't know how long they'll be here.
Yeah, they've already shut down a couple
Yeah,
stores.
which sucks. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I loved GameStop, and I don't care about like when I took my Xbox in to get my PS5, they gave me like $110. I was like, all right, whatever. I get, you guys can only give certain amount for certain things, whatever. I feel like they get a bad rep for that because people get so pissed off about it.
Well,
But
they
I'm like,
kind of have it right. A
yeah,
$500 console only being bought for like
but you
$100
also
is.
got to think about it. How long have you had it? It's not going to run like it used to. Games, like if you just get a game and you take it back and they're like, oh, well, the $6 game, we can only give you like 20 in store credit or like 15 in cash. Like, guys, I just bought this from you. The game's just not good. That I understand. But usually they've been really good at if you bring it in within the 7 days, if you find out the game's not good, they'll usually give it back. I don't know how it
Mm.
is now, but that's how it was at my store and the stores I go to. But I haven't been to a GameStop since I bought my PlayStation because I haven't
Uh,
wanted to.
Ever since I sold my PlayStation, I've only been to a GameStop one time, and that was to talk to them about a certain something that I plan on doing here soon. Like I said, I'm not going to announce that either because it's not set in stone, so I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But it's looking fruitful. It's looking very very fruitful. Because we're going to be doing a massive giveaway soon, and it's going to be amazing. Once Melty Talks reaches 100 followers, I'm choosing one comment on that whenever we do in that episode, one comment to give away a certain thing that I have here. I'm not showing it yet until we reach 100
To
followers,
go
and then
low.
I will announce it. It's not a dildo. It's not Saints Row.
It's the Punisher, the fucking bat with the wiener on it. Best weapon in Saints Row. Uh, but no, forgot what I was gonna say.
It's okay. It's typical conversations. We normally forget. It's all right.
But
So talking about the 2000s, I wish they would bring back House of Mouse. I don't know if anyone remembers this. If you remember House of Mouse on Toon Disney, let me know. Comment down below if you remember that. But House of Mouse was basically Mickey Mouse and all these other Disney Channel movies, shows, all there at like some type of theater, and there'd be shorts, there'd be skits, there'd be like some storylines inside the pavilion and everything. Ariel would need something, Goofy would need something. Oh, uh, Hades is here and he's trashing the place. It was a very good, very amazing show, and I just wish they would bring it back to modern, or at least put it on Disney Plus,
out of the
because you got
box,
everything, huh?
out of the box,
Out of the box. I don't remember that.
dude, that show was so good. So in the beginning, it was this black guy and this Asian woman who were the hosts. I cannot remember their
Oh, Out of
names.
the Box. I'm looking it up now.
Hmm.
Yes, I remember it. He
And
had like the bongo
the
drums and
he used
stuff.
like, or he would use a box at the end of it, and they'd sing "So long, farewell" and all that. But
Yeah.
it was such a good show, and it was one of the shows I watched regularly with um, videos of Bob Ross, anything with the Crocodile Hunter, and Mister Rogers.
It actually is on Disney Plus.
And you said Disney Plus. That's what reminded me of it. I'm trying to get my kid to watch it, but it was one of,
See,
in my opinion, the best show on Disney.
if they could put Out of the Box, which came out in 1998 on Disney Plus, what year? Let's see. Let's look it up. House of
House of
Mouse.
Mouse came in like 2001, I think.
Yes, 2001. If they could put something that was in 1998 on Disney Plus, they can put House of Mouse on Disney Plus.
But here's the thing. Um, you'd have to find all the footage for it, and
Disney has a vault. If they could freeze Walt Disney, they could
but
get that.
some of their stuff is, I think how they made certain things is they can't be reshown. I don't know why. Oh, speaking of
Something to do with
Disney,
like copyright or something, but it ran
there's
for
a
4 seasons.
here's a fun thing. Steamboat Willie's getting a horror movie.
I saw that. I want to see it. It looks good. I
Uh,
mean, it looks terrible, so it's going to be good. Just like Peter Pan. Peter Pan got a horror movie. Um,
Steamboat Popeyes is getting one called Popeye the
Popeye's getting
Slaughterman.
one. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey
The Grinch.
has a sequel.
Yeah. But what's great, here's what makes me laugh. Every time I see the trailers, everyone's like, "Why would you make this into a horror movie? What kind of sick fuck would?" Me, bitch.
Right
Uh,
here.
I'm I do horror movies. They're my favorite. They're my favorite thing to act in, and they're my favorite thing to audition for because it's just fun. But
Favorite horror movie of all time? Go.
like, what kind? Psychological, thriller, or what?
Gore.
Huh?
Favorite gore horror movie?
Gory horror movie. Hatchet.
Oh, Hatchet is
The
good.
story of Victor
Hatchet
Crowley.
is good.
Hatchet's good. Another gory one was Saw. The first
Saw's good.
two. After that, they weren't good.
Saw for me was good for the trilogy part,
Hmm.
but they kind of lost me after all these other sequels and
I
everything
watched all of them.
is all connected. It just lost me. And then they came
They
out with Spiral, which sucked.
I
Spiral sucked.
okay. Here's my thing. I liked Spiral as its own thing
But we
because,
already knew who it was
well,
from the beginning.
yeah, but it was also like this guy's working for him. That's how he keeps getting away from the cops. I wouldn't have guessed that it was that guy at the end. Um, but
I will say
Final
the one
Destination
Saw
time.
movie that kind of brought me in back into the franchise was Jigsaw.
Yep.
Jigsaw was so good. It was such a good movie.
Which is a matter of opinion for some people because some people hated it, but I loved
Yeah.
it. I enjoyed it. But one of my favorites, like older favorites from like 80s and 90s, was Friday the 13th. That one will always.
See,
I mean,
I'm on the side.
I have them tattooed on my finger. So
I'm on the fence with both Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street.
see, that one didn't scare me as much.
It didn't scare me so much. It made me not want to fall asleep because I feared Freddy would be in my dreams and kill me.
Oh, I was more scared for
Uh,
Freddy.
and you can hate on me in the comments on this and on YouTube, but Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, best one. Best Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm sorry, hands down. New
I
Nightmare
didn't.
comes close. New
I
Nightmare comes
didn't
close.
like the remake.
Oh, the remake sucked.
Here's my thing: the guy that got to play Freddy, great actor. He played
Oh yeah,
Rorschach,
he played Rorschach in
um, Watchmen, and he played in a bunch
Watchmen.
of other stuff. But you barely saw Freddy. You didn't actually get to see his
Mm-hmm.
face often. Uh, the kills were decent, but it's like one in the movie he wasn't a pedophile; he was a murderer. So the
No, here's the thing.
story,
No, you're wrong. Because in the movie, they were like, oh, is he just a murderer or is he a pedophile? No way he could be a pedophile. He's just a murderer. And at the very end, comes up, yep, he's just a pedophile murderer. Like, yeah,
so
we know
one
these things. We know Freddy. You can't
one
surprise us this way.
of the things in the original Freddy's was he never would violate the kids who just killed him because the background behind Freddy is his father was a psychotic inmate at an insane asylum and his mom was a nun. One of them, his mom, and that's how Freddy was born. And so he had the whole psychopathic tendencies of his father, and his father was in the asylum for killing children as well. So he was pretty much just following in his father's footsteps. So he just wanted to kill.
I will
And
give
all the parents
you
found out and they killed me.
I will give you three of my favorite 90s horror movies. I have them right here because I couldn't remember two of their names. I knew the first one. I don't like the sequels. I don't like the only thing that I like after this movie was the video game that came out. It was really, really good. The Blair Witch Project. Chef's Kiss,
Okay.
basically, the pillar or the foundation for every footage horror film today. And then just at the very end where you see the spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, fuck yourself. Spoiler alert. The guy standing staring at the wall, not responding, and the camera just drops, and then it ends. It just leaves you in suspense. They literally the director of the movie got put in jail because they made these actors not like act like they made these actors act like they were missing, to come to find out that they're not. They're just really good actors.
It's like Cannibal
The other
Holocaust.
two, the ones I didn't know the name of, but I remember fondly watching. My mother showed me these movies at a young age. Even though one came out before I was born, one came out a year after I was born. I was born in 1996. One came out in 1990. One came out in 1997. Movie night at my mom's, we watched some Disney movies, right? Nice, calm, gentle, whatever. And then my sister goes to bed. I'm still awake. I'm not tired. My mom said, "Are you sure you want to watch this movie? It's very scary." I said, "Yeah, I'm going to watch it." Jacob's Ladder
That
fucked
movie's
me
never
up as a
scary.
kid. It just, the psychological torment from that movie
Mm.
fucked me up.
Yeah, Jacob's Ladder was weird, but it just wasn't scary in my opinion. Even when I was a
Here's
kid.
the other one. My stepdad, who married in, he was trying to get to know me as a kid. And of course, whenever I was a kid, I was the emo kid, black hair, skinny jeans, band t shirt, whatever, that typical 2000s emo. He was like, "So you like horror movies?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I do. I love horror movies. I'm big on them." He said, "Well, why don't you sit here with me and watch Event Horizon?"
It's a good one.
Fucked
Fuck,
me up
fucked up.
again.
It's
Did
fucked
not
up,
want
but
to
it's good.
sleep. It was so good though, because I watched it as an adult and I was like, damn, this movie's so good. I love it. Not gonna let my son watch it though. He's very impressionable. Very impressionable.
So my favorite ones that are made in the '90s that were made in the '90s was Candyman, which was
Don't
my
say it more than 5 times.
introduction to the uh, Tony Todd. Then Scream, of course, which came out in '96. I was 2 when that movie came out.
Scream is good. Scream is
Uh,
good.
and then oh god damn it, I have it up here because I have the list of all the movies that came out in the '90s, and it was People Under the Stairs from '91.
Love it. Love that
That one,
movie.
because I remember that one I didn't watch though until I was like I think 15, because my dad found a collection of them at Walmart, and it was a dual pack of Shocker and People Under the Stairs.
Hmm.
And I was like, "Ooh, what's this one?" My dad's like, "Oh, it's weird. It's a good one." And I watched it, and I was like, "This movie's fucking great." It was one of oh god damn it, what was his name? He was in Devil's Rejects.
Rob
I'm
Zombie?
so no, he directed fucking Devil's Rejects.
Oh yeah, he directed it. My bad. My bad. Damn.
Uh, I'm so
You're
pissed because I was
fired.
supposed to go to Crypticon. Fucking good. Just kidding. But I was supposed to go to Crypticon, which I'm sad about that I can't go now because Bill Mosley's going, and I've been wanting to meet him for fucking years.
Hmm.
Where is this guy? Because Ken Foree's going, Bill Mosley's going. Uh, oh, I didn't know Lou Temple was in that movie. It's a great
There
movie.
was one that it came out way before I was born. Came out in 1990. But whenever I was a kid, I like reading books. Like I was a big Stephen King fan, and I still am to this day. Like I'll sit down. I'm too busy nowadays to sit down and fucking read, so I listen to audiobooks and shit.
Yeah.
Um, so I found this book and I was at the library. It's called Misery when I was a kid,
Hmm.
and I read it. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And then my mom was like, "Hey, they made a movie based off of that book." And I love the book so much. I was like, "Well, Mom, I want to watch it." She was like, "All right, sit down." We went to the movie store back when movie gallery and Blockbuster was a fucking thing. Before Netflix ruined shit. We went there. We rented Misery, and the shop owner. I remember like it was. I think I was like 13, 13, 14 years old. So I guess parents for my son. Um, so the shop owner looked at my mom and was like, "Are you sure you want to rent this movie to watch with your kid? It's kind of brutal." And at the time, of that movie was very brutal. She was like, "Yeah, he loves horror movies." So we go and we watch it. Anytime we went to the doctor after I watched this movie, I was afraid of needles. I need to vape for mommy. Shh.
That
God,
scared the shit
I
out of
can't
me. You
record.
did that right at the
I
right
know,
time.
right?
I was like, don't do it.
Uh, and then there was another movie I liked. It's more psychological. And then we'll get off the horror movie topics. And what time are we at right now?
It's a good question.
What
58
time are
minutes.
we at, man? How much?
58 minutes. 58.
58. So we're about to hit the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss. I'll discuss this one movie. You'll discuss one for you, and then we'll do Melty's final thought, and we'll end it out on a good note. Just make it like an hour, so we get ready and whatnot.
Yeah. Cool.
Seven. I don't know if you remember that movie. Seven.
See, I never really got into that movie.
I liked it because it had Morgan Freeman. Everybody loves Morgan Freeman, and Brad Pitt. Everyone loved Brad Pitt. What year did it come out? It came out. Where the fuck is it? I just had it up. Oh, 1995, a year before I was born. I watched it when I was like 15. And just, a killer going off the seven deadly sins. And then at the very end, he's like, "What's in the box?" And spoiler alert, like I said, if you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself. Spoiler alert, it was his wife's head in the box. So he
Gwyneth Paltrow.
became Gwyneth Paltrow. Yes, she was fine back in the day. Uh, it was, the psychological part was the last sin was wrath. And the killer, instead of him doing Wrath, he had Brad Pitt's actor choose the line between good and evil. Is he going to kill him or is he going to let him stay alive and not let Wrath win? Wrath ended up winning. He killed him. He shot him. He went to jail.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
And then
such a good fucking movie.
that one, and then there was one other thing. Fuck, what was the movie? Son of a bitch. Oh, there was one I watched recently that I feel was very good and very fucked up. It's gory as shit. It's called In a Violent Nature.
I've seen it.
So
That movie's fucked
it
up.
was a Canadian indie film, and I've watched so many because I'm a bit of an aficionado for horror
Mm-hmm.
movies. Hence why I do haunt acting because it's fun. Uh, but we're sitting there and I'm watching it, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't too gory. I don't see okay. Goddamn, that happened.
That shit went like
0 to 100.
it definitely hit, man.
It was
So
good.
and I'm sorry to anyone out there that talks about horror movies and they're like, oh, I sat through a Serbian film. No, you're a sick motherfucker. Like anyone that can sit through a Serbian film and not turn it off, you're a sick motherfucker. I hated that movie. Once I even saw what they were going to do, I quit watching.
Yeah, I've
I turned
watched
it
so
off.
many that unfortunately I'm kind of just
Numb.
laying down. Like they don't do anything anymore. I'm trying to find a movie that actually scares the shit out of me. Like yeah, some movies can still give me jump scares. Like Until Dawn actually got me a couple times. And
Hereditary is a good one.
I've watched Hereditary and I was bored. But I've like that's like A Quiet Place, one of my favorite horror movies created by a comedy actor. Um John Krasinski wrote it
The
and
Ninth
it was
Gate was really good.
the Ninth Gate. I think I've seen that.
It's one of Johnny Depp's like lesser known movies,
Hmm.
but it's really good.
What's
Just
funny
like
was
Sleepy Hollow.
his first movie was Friday the 13th, or not Friday the 13th, Nightmare
No,
on Elm
Nightmare
Street.
on Elm Street.
Friday the
Hmm.
13th was Kevin Bacon, but
Yes.
it's so weird to see
Was
a
it? Yeah, it
young
was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, he was like the first dude that got killed. He got speared through the chest.
I thought it was through the neck.
I thought it was through the chest. Oh, it might have been through the neck. I don't know. It's been a while. I have them. I'll watch them.
Yeah, right here. But all right,
So
guys. We have reached our time limit today for Melty Talks. Let us know what your favorite horror movie is and what year it came out, and give us a little backstory on why you like it. We're now ready for Melty's final thought. I'll let Mr. Frank go first.
also give us recommendations
Yeah, give us some recommendations on some movies that you want us to watch.
that you think might be spooky.
You
I don't know what I'm supposed to
speaky.
say here, man. I'm just here. I just show up for these
Just do
things.
do one final thought for the people listening.
Oh fuck.
He's drawing a blank.
I am. My brain's not working right now. I think my brain's in doom mode
mention
right now.
mention the
Um,
game that you played today and tell people to play it
what
as
is
your final
your
thought.
my final thought is actually a question for everyone. If any horror game could be made into a movie, what would you choose?
That's a
Like,
good
and
final
and it had
question thought.
an unlimited budget that they could make it perfect, even if it doesn't follow the story. Um, Resident Evil. Uh,
Okay.
no, that's a call out to the last movie. Fucking
Oh
pricks.
yeah.
Uh, you had so much to work with, but if you
Outlast.
could choose any game or a remake of a movie or a mashup between killers, what would you want? Because I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on that. Because I would love Chucky versus Michael.
God.
I don't know
All
why. Or
right,
Chucky
my
versus
melty.
Annabelle.
My God. My melty's final thought is always remember to eat when you can devour. Why eat when you can devour? Nah, seriously. Melty's final thought. Thank you guys so much for the overwhelming support of Melty Talks podcast. We have reached 95 followers in just a short week, along with almost 1,000 listens across the board. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the stuff that you've done for us and just all the support that we've been getting from you guys. And we hope to show you guys the same support. So if you have a podcast you want to be mentioned on the show, let us know and I'll give you a shout out. Like I said, the Afterlife podcast, Pitch Grid podcast, the Millennium Microphone. You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. And we will see you guys next Saturday on Melty Talks.
One more thing. Whoever keeps moving that fucking doll, stop. Put Annabelle back where she comes from. Because if you don't, look what's happening, bitches. Stop.
Plantation caught on fire. Inmates
Touching the
escaped from
cursed
jail.
doll.
Put that back, bomba clot.
Fucking idiots. All right, that's my final thought.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening to Melty Talks. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye, everyone.